know, before YouTube fucked it all up, I had the greatest job in the world, opening for Hypnocast every night.
But then we got the call, and YouTube hammered us for Moxie's tits.
So now I'm jobless and broke with nowhere to go.
Your phone ringing.
Oh,
Your
the phone
ringing.
is ringing.
Big boy, come pick up your phone. How you know pick up your phone? Your phone.
Hello, this is the Gopher. Who is it?
Hello, Gopher. The time is now. Hypnocast Season 3 is here, and we want you back.
Holy shit, boys, we are back in business. That son of a bitch is gonna scream any minute now. Let the show begin.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Probably all agree you can't cut 12-year-old Timmy's cock off.
Yeah. I like how you said cut for like half a second.
Yeah. Well, it's cut and cock, and it came out cuck, and yeah, that's. Whoops! Oh fuck! Oh no! Mistakes were made.
He's been waiting in the shadows patiently.
I just smashed JT the fuck out of this.
Your face is turning red.
Yeah, because I know that the next SNH I'm gonna be fucked.
Oh yeah.
But at least I
with a
won't be
horse
fucked.
cock.
That's an unknown part of the map, so I didn't see it yet. Can I survive if I jump? Nope. Nope. Nope.
America, the greatest country in the world?
No.
If you were offered a one-way ticket to leave the country, never come back, but it's all expenses paid, would you accept that offer?
I don't think that I would leave. I wouldn't leave either.
Wow.
Oh, I just took it. I did that. I took it with me. Oh shit.
Yo.
It's always the black people holding everybody else down.
I'm out. All right. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Tired of this shit. This communist ass game, whatever. Just doesn't want
Somebody
me to
else got it. You didn't get in.
Yeah, it's just a lot of racism today. All right. Y'all have fun. I'll just continue to watch and cope and see.
Sounds good.
And look at this motherfucker pretending he's gonna watch more Stranger Things.
Yeah, you know he's gonna watch Stranger Things all day. Either that or like some game or something.
Doesn't mean I don't have my phone next to me. You know?
Watching porn.
That's tomorrow. Okay, bye.
MILF Hunters Part 14.
Now, Hypno, I could have hit you with a shuriken. I opted not to because I'm a good friend.
That's fucked up, you liar. You're a liar. You're an absolute liar. You're a liar. I knew it. Never trust white people.
Thank you, and I would have done it. You could have said thank you, but you said like, yeah,
Because I knew you were gonna do it. That's right. That's right. That's right. Shout out to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hypnocast. We are live. Where can you learn to dance like that? I don't know, bro. I don't even know where he learned to dance like that, let alone myself, but it's all good, man. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to another episode. We are going to have a good time today. We got a lot we got to talk about, but before we do any of that, we got to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet, which means we got to protect ourselves and bring it in. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got to bring it in. Let's go. Bring it in. We got to bring it in. We got to hug it out, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Don't be scared. I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear this shit about you don't want to get a hug. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fucking Colonel Rub saying, don't hug me. Me no want hugs. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Listen, everybody go jump. Listen, everybody, look, grab old man Cad because he's unsupervised right now. Go jump Colonel Rub and force him into a hug. Make it happen. Good job, Monkey Man. Good job, Monkey Man. Everybody go after Weedy for Sweetie, too. If he's here, go after Weedy for Sweetie as well. Make sure to get him. Do not let them run away. All right? Do not let them run away. And listen very closely. If you are watching over on YouTube, like the stream. Like it now. Now. If you are watching over on Rumble, like the stream. If you are watching over on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, you're also gay and you don't like hugs. So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check, titty check, balls check. What are we checking, boys? What are we checking today? Well, I mean, today we beat Neo 3. That was a lot of fun. Super excited about that. Actually, very happy about that. We're going to be beating Resident Evil 9 tonight. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So we beat 2 games in one day. So that's awesome. What else are we checking? Valve responded to the lawsuit, which they responded in such an epic way. I mean, goddamn. Oof. It's bad. It's bad for the New York State Attorney General or whoever the fuck is suing them. But what else are we checking? Fentanyl check? No. Abandonment check? No. You are not abandoned because you're here. Highguard is dead check? Yes, it's about to be. It's about to be. I think it dies in a couple of hours. Opening is not gay check. Thank you, Daniel. I'm glad you appreciate a nice anime opener. We got honey barbecue wings check. That sounds really good. Very nice. Enjoy that. Drinking, stinging, nettle tea check. The fuck? Eve is the best waifu check. Asian girls need us check. Just got all my stores upgraded to level 3 and no rest for the wicked. I got to get back on that game, man. That game was so fun. Hypnocast is my favorite anime. Thank you. I'm being stalked by my sister's cats. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2026, the Feltoning check, pretty much. Green chili, chicken, fried rice check. Very nice. Wesker is an OG check. Spam sushi check. Need more sleep check. Don't we all? I made burgers check. Very nice. Very nice. 100th like check. The opening was good as fuck check. Not gay as fuck. Good as fuck. You gotta say it properly. All right, guys, listen. ESG scores are at their maximum. We're fully funded. Let's like the stream, boys. Let's like the stream. Guys, let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Who's hanging out with us today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Guys, it is hump day. It is hump day. So everybody get out and hump the fuck out of this day, boys. It is a Wednesday. It is a beautiful day. Who's hanging out with us today? Let's find out. We got Raza over there on Rumble. Shout out to Raza. How you doing? We got Captain Killer Guns. What's going on, Captain Killer Guns? I think you haven't been here in a long time, my guy. We got Hanny. What's going on, Hanny? We got Mr. Melancholy. We got Ron DFK saying, check out the hat. Let's check out the hat. Check out the hat, boys. Check out the hat. Here we go. Old man Cad. Old lady Cad is watching today. Hey, hello, old lady Cad. We got Blue Octopussy screaming at the top of her lungs. Shout out to Blue. We got Pizza Cat Leet. You'll always be Pizza Cat Leet to me. I don't care if fucking YouTube messed up the names. I don't care. We got Colonel Rub. We got Monkey Man 04. We got Limitless Andre, Dark Tanae. We got Melody Johnson. We got Yamato 85. We got Felstaff, King Joker, Romanizer 24, Sleeping Nova. We got Hanny, Commander Sonar, Black Tailgate, Nick Havoc, Triple J Jr. We got Creepier07. We got Matthew with the Hero Priest. What's going on, Matthew? We got Monkey Man 04 again. Mr. Cougar 9. Oliver Adam. We got Fluffy Bird Machine. We got Hobo Knife. We got Grimlock. What's going on, Grimlock? We got Sanikin. We got Dietrich Honig. Democulus over on Rumble. We got Dart Dimos confirming that he's actually here. Okay, everybody can say hi now. Everybody say hello, Dart Dimos. How you doing? We got Demogenai. What's going on, Demogenai? How you doing, bro? We got Melodic Method. A beautiful day in the Humpterhood. We got Taffy over on Rumble. We got Timothy. What's going on, Timothy? How you doing? We got Genetic Spore over on Rumble. We got Christopher Lloyd. Alice Lovely. What's going on, Alice? Katie Astronaut. We got 17 Crash Gaming. We got Beautiful Zexel. Black Tailgate. Who else is here, man? We got Just I. We got Magdi again. What's going on, Magdi? We got Lionheart Cowboy over on Rumble. We got Matthew Watson. Adair Soto. Jeff Mack. What's going on, Jeff Mack? We got Dr. Richard Kimball. What's going on, man? We got Nacho Ninja. Project Redfoot. Who else is here? Gray Soul over on Rumble. Azermain. What's going on, Azermain? How you doing? All right, boys. 4 more people. 4 more people. And then we got to get on with this show, boys. 4 more people. Are we ready? Let's do it. We got Weedy for Sweetie. We got Daniel Ocean. We got Sam Fisher. We got Debo. We got Zero Hero. Who else is here, man? We got, let me scroll down. We got Kelly Lewis. I spit on Marathon. Damn. That's strong. That's a strong statement. We got Sebrew 1138. We got, who else is here? Demon Carol. What's going on, man? Hey, you have fun, Demon Carol. It's all good, brother. That's a good reason to miss the stream. Bro, 86 years. That's amazing. Hey, I mean, your grandfather doesn't know who I am, but tell him he's a legend. He's a legend for making it to 86 years. That is awesome. Have fun, man. And last but not least, we got, let me see. Let me scroll down. Bebop. What's going on, Bebop? Corwin Roberts. And we got Ritesh. What's going on, Ritesh? How you doing? And Torinol saying moo. And a kickin' Danit. And Karate Werewolf. And Schmexy. All right, boys, listen. I called out as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. Biology Wolf says, Hypno, make me better. I will make you better. I'll make you better. We're going to sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member. And let's see who is going to get the final call-out money shot today, boys. Who is going to be the one? Listen, it's a Wednesday, so it's starting to get pretty decent. Okay, it's starting to get pretty decent. Usually Friday's the best one. But Wednesday ain't too bad. Okay, Wednesday's not too bad. We got Voice in the Water saying no frivolous lawsuits, no activist judges. The organism of the day is the Rufous hummingbird. They migrate over 3,000 miles from Alaska to Mexico and Florida in the winter and back in the summer to go down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yamato. Seriously?
Holy shit.
Seriously? You decided to hit on Melody Johnson in the middle of a money shot? Yamato? You really had to be gooning like that? Oh my God, man. Oh my God, boys. What are we fucking doing? What are we doing, Yamato? Oh my God, bro. Well, yeah, congratulations. You do have a date, except it's with the money shot.
What the?
Guys, Yamato be gooning, man. He be gooning. God damn it, Yamato. Seriously? You couldn't wait? You couldn't just wait? Oh, man. Anyway, all right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. We're going to talk about a brand new video game from none other than the one and the only legendary Jeff Kaplan. Apparently, he is still in the gaming industry. I wasn't even aware of this. I didn't realize he was actually still working on anything. but apparently he's coming out with a new online survival game. We're going to take a look at that because, well, it's Jeff Kaplan. We have to. We're going to talk about Highguard, obviously, because today's the day, boys. Highguard is officially going to sunset. It's going to be dead after today, RIP to Highguard. We're also going to talk about Marathon because Marathon has apparently abandoned the GDC with no reason as to why they abandoned the GDC. They had not one, but two panels planned for the GDC, and they completely abandoned it. They completely abandoned it. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Valve responding to the lawsuit that they just recently received, and also responding to the lawsuit specifically from New York, from the Attorney General Letitia James. And their response basically proves that all of this has nothing to do with actually protecting kids or gambling, and everything to do with the fact that Steam did not bend the knee into giving the New York State more information about you as the customer. They want more information from you. They want age verification nonsense. They want all this stuff. It's interesting. So we're going to talk about that because I think that it's a pretty big story. And honestly, we got a lot of Valve news, to be honest with you. There's a couple of stories with Valve that we're going to be covering today. We're also going to be talking about Microsoft because apparently they have spilled the beans. They spilled the beans about their upcoming new Xbox PC hybrid console, Project Helix. They talked about it at the GDC, and we're going to cover it. We're also going to talk about the Steam Machine because the Steam Machine, apparently, they've left more details about what it means to actually be Steam Machine verified. And it's just interesting. I want to talk about it, like the specs and everything like that, kind of go over it a little bit. We're also going to talk about Marathon getting nerfed because that's a thing. We have a follow-up to the story about Expedition 33 suing that comic book creator for having the same name, Claire Obscure. We got a follow-up to that story. And we got an interesting story about Dispatch and how Dispatch, when they were trying to find a publisher for their video game, everybody kept turning them down because they essentially were told that nobody wants single-player narrative video games anymore. Because that's a thing, apparently. So we're going to talk about that. On top of other things, too, we got some funny clips to look at and everything like that. Half-Life 3 is dead. You know what, Tanya? I know already. I've coped with it. What's up, Zevin Cross? How you doing, man? All right, before we get into any of that, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go into the pre-stream legends. We got to thank the people who took the extra step to go above and beyond. So let's thank them publicly right now, and then we're going to get into the content. We got Gray Soul with a vibe. Says, fuck the rules, Tifa. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're already starting. Okay. Unless it's Ororo, Storm, Monroe, Hinata, Hyuga, Yorichi, Shion, or Ezra Scarlet, then put it on them. That's a lot of other waifus other than Tifa. So guess what? It's not going to count, bitch. It's not going to count. Flip Shazam, thank you for the 5. Flip Shazam with a 5. Hypnotic's tier 3 goal. Funky butt lovin'. That is all. Maybe. Brother, that's very gay. That was very gay. Not going to lie to you, but I appreciate you. Thank you for the 5. We got Colonel Ruv with 12 months. Boss man, next time let us know about your lateness because the gayness is reaching 9,000. Also requesting you approve recent development of the new Hypno brand coffee named Fruity Frick Boy Frap. Just like I told Flip Shazam, that was very gay. Very, very, very gay. Extremely gay. We got 17 Crash Gaming with 7 months. What do you call Hypno talking into a microphone? Gay SMR. You know what? There you go. I hope somebody rickrolls your ass. We got Ron DFK with a 5. Ran a DNA test on a frog. Was part French, part German, and a tadpole. Really? That's insane. That's insane. Lyric Center with a $20 banger. He says, I'm here. I'm not queer. Get used to it, bub. How we doing, my fellow bigots? Hey, shout out to Leering Center. Thank you so much for the 20, my man. I appreciate you hanging out with us today. Yeah, it's going to be a good time, brother. It's going to be a great time. Appreciate that 20, man. That helps us a lot. We are trying to get to 594 tier 1s in a row and 277 tier 2s in a row. We officially won ahead of Camelot. We've taken over for the #1 streak on YouTube. I'm trying to maintain it to the best of my ability. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much, Lyrian Center. Adair Soto with a 5. Hypno learns those dancing moves from High School Musical back to his young pride, and he still got it even though his knees are killing him. You know what? Unbelievable. But thank you, Adair Soto. Appreciate it. Alice Lovely for 20 months. 20 months is insane. Says, great show as always. Thank you, Alice Lovely. I appreciate that. 20 months. Wow. And then we got Flip Shazam with a 5. What do you call a leprechaun that doesn't want to do anything? A leper can't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Beautiful Zexel with a 2 says, yo, a date with the money shot. It's crazy, Hypno. Listen, hey, Yamato got caught gooning. That's not my fault. That's not my fault, man. It's all Yamato, bro. Tanya Raven dropping the first memberships of the stream. Which means, what do we want, chat? What do we want, chat? And considering that is the first one of the stream, you already know what that means. Shout out to Tanya Raven. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tanya. And then we got Secret Final Boss with a 2 says, fuck. Hey, everyone. What's going on, Secret Final Boss? How you doing? And last but not least, over on YouTube, we got Tanya Raven with another 5 memberships. What do we want, chat? What do we want, chat? Shout out to Tanya Raven. Thank you so much for the 5 membership banger. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's go over to Rumble. We're over on Rumble. We have absolutely nothing. Rumble holding it down, ladies and gentlemen. Rumble's holding it down, guys. They're proving everybody wrong on YouTube. Shout out to Rumble. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we got a lot we got to talk about, so let's get into the content. But first things first, we have another episode. It's everybody's favorite episode. Okay, it's been pretty fun lately. It's everybody's favorite episode, and it's titled Resident Evil 9 mods have gone too far. All right, it's everybody's favorite episode. We do this every now and then. Let's do it again. And let's see what this episode has for us. Resident Evil mods have gone too far. Here we go.
That's weird. Did you put a fucking mod in this? No.
That's crazy. The way Victor just looks at him like, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you here? Oh my God. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. That's so good. Oh, wait, but hold on. Wait, we got another one. Wait. We got another one. Another episode of Resident Evil mods have gone too far. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to bring it up right now. This is so good. Give me a second. Resident Evil mods have gone too far, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Audio's up. Yep.
I can't see.
I need that mod. I need that mod, bro. Oh, man. It's so good. They modded in Michael Jackson sounds to the liquor. Oh man, it's I gotta play one more time. Hold on.
Can't see.
The ending. The ending is so good, bro. Oh man. That is perfect. Absolute perfection. Resident Evil mods have officially gone too far, boys. I'm telling you. Hey, Speedy Cake with a vibe. Who runs this stream? Why? A Latino geisha, of course. Who else? Why would he dance like that? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Speedy Cake. All right, let's X that out. I just wanted to share that. All right, guys. First things first. First things first. We're going to take a look at the brand new video game. All right. Kind of get your thoughts on this. So this is the first look at this game. It's called The Legend of California, and it's being made by none other than the legendary Jeff Kaplan. Now, if you guys don't know who Jeff Kaplan is, he was a extremely hardcore gamer, an extremely hardcore raid guild leader back in the EverQuest days, and eventually got such notoriety amongst developers that he ended up making connections with them, and then eventually ended up going to Blizzard with a couple of them as well, to create ultimately World of Warcraft, which is pretty amazing. He's also the one who was behind initially the original Overwatch, and basically left the company after that. You know, he's been gone from Blizzard for a long time. I don't know if it was amicable or not. I have no idea. I gotta imagine probably not. I'll be real with you. Jeff Kaplan was probably making way too much money that they didn't want to pay him because he was there for such a long time. So they probably kicked him out. But regardless, this game is called The Legend of California, and this is the first look at the video game, and I kind of want to see what it's about. So let's do it together. Here we go. Oh. Not gonna lie, the world looks really impressive. The world looks pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even realize that Jeff Kaplan was actually still working in the gaming industry. To my knowledge, last I looked him up, he was it wasn't confirmed where he actually was. Like nobody actually knew. It feels like he's going for like an open world survival Red Dead Redemption style video game, which I feel like could be cool depending on what you're able to actually do in the game. Obviously, we saw some base building. Right? I wonder if you can make entire towns. Like, how serious is the base building? Like, can you, like, obviously you can mine, you can hunt animals and shit. Like, is this mine your job, or like, how does that work? I don't know. I'm curious. Like, I don't know if you guys know. Do you guys know what the original idea for Overwatch was? This might give us some insight into what this game actually might be. Do you remember what the original Overwatch was supposed to be before it turned into a team shooter? So, the original Overwatch was codenamed Titan. And it was supposed to be an MMORPG. And it was an MMORPG where you could create a character, and it was essentially supposed to simulate real life in a way, where you could get your own job. You can like all that stuff. Like you were basically able to do, you were supposed to be able to do pretty much anything. But I believe you were also able to have like powers, essentially. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of those real life elements turn up in Jeff Kaplan's new game. You know, the whole like you could get a job, that kind of a thing. How do I know this? Because it was talked about ages ago. Fucking ages ago, bro. I remember when it was talked about on the forums when the information was eventually leaked out. But that's what the original Overwatch was supposed to be. But because they, number one, they didn't want to make another MMORPG that was going to compete with WoW because they already had WoW in its prime. And number two, they already they really couldn't put it together the way that they wanted to. So they ended up turning it into a team shooter, you know, similar to like Team Fortress. That was the original idea. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that, you know, in this game. I mean, considering you can see the character walking into the mines. Let me turn off the audio and just play it. You can see the character walking into the mines and then actually mining, which is interesting. I don't know. I think, and then obviously you got the general store. So I don't know if it's just a store or can you run the store? I don't know. It seems cool. I wonder how many people you could play with, how many people could be on the server. There's your base building or your house building. You might not, you know, I don't know. It's interesting. But ultimately, I think it looks pretty cool. Nonetheless, I will be checking this one out for sure. I don't know if it's available on Steam. It says kintsugiyama.com. Let me see. Hold on. I don't know if it is The Legend of California. It is on Steam. Okay. So you can actually wishlist it on Steam. I'm doing that right now. And I'm going to link it in the chat. Well, actually, Old Man Cat already linked it, so I'll link it in Rumble. Yeah, you can wishlist it on Steam. So there you go. I'm interested. I'm curious. I'm curious what he's going to do with it. Jeff Kaplan is one of the very few gamers that are left. And even though he's made some mistakes in the past, obviously, in terms of development, I'm curious what he can do with his own video game that he's behind again. If he fucks it up, he fucks it up. If he doesn't, well, then that's just another good game we could play. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to wishlist that. All right. That's it for Jeff Kaplan's game. Let me X that out really quick. Guys, there's a post from Pirate Nation that I want to go over really quick. I don't know if there's any validity to it. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about Sony pulling out from PC with their single-player games, and it has yet to be confirmed by anybody. It is still literally just out there in the ether, and everybody's taking it as fact when we don't know if it's actually fact yet. But we have yet another rumor being spread around by the ex-Bluepoint technician lead, Peter, who has said that Sony's actually pulling back on their PC ports because Valve's Steam Deck and the upcoming Steam Machine could offer console-like simplicity and plus have the full PC library. If PlayStation games launch day one on Steam, Valve could effectively win the supposed console war. Now, is there some truth to this? Maybe, right? Like perhaps there's something to this, and I could see how there could be something to this, but I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. Like, if this was the case, then why did you put the games on PC to begin with? We all know why. We all know why, right? Everybody knows why they put the games on PC to begin with. It's easy money. It's more money for them. Why would they do it? So to take it away from Steam now, it just seems kind of odd to me. All because they're coming out with a box? What the fuck does the box have to do with anything, bro? People got the Steam Deck. They're scared of Valve. Maybe. PlayStation 6 will have a Steam app. Bro, PlayStation 6, Tanya, will never have a Steam app. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I just don't. PlayStation seems, I'll tell you this. PlayStation has definitely made the smarter moves in terms of balancing between the loss of exclusivity and the retention of exclusivity. They definitely have balanced it with their time, releases where, they'll wait 6 months, they'll wait to a year, and then PC will get the game. That's fine and everything, but I don't see how this is going to be a thing. Yeah, I agree, Blue. Blue says it would still be objectively better to sell on PC than not. They're just giving up money. I agree. Again, it's not even like it's not even like it costs them much money to release their games on PC. It doesn't, okay? They can release their games on PC and it can help them make even more money. And it has. It's made them a good amount of money. Even if it's only 5% of what they make on PlayStation, it doesn't matter. That's still 5%. That 5% is a huge number when you're dealing with numbers that PlayStation is used to dealing with. It's huge, right? So I think at this point, we need to just wait until Sony actually says something. But considering Sony is so quiet around these rumors, I think they might actually have some truth to them. I really do. I think they might actually have some truth to them. Because Sony would usually dispel a rumor, especially if it's bad for business. They would dispel a rumor almost immediately, right away. They'll put out a statement. They'll say, that's not true, whatever. But they're very quiet on this one. And this has been going on for like what? Like a week and a half now? This story? A week to a week and a half, give or take? So, I don't know, man. Valve might turn Sony into Sega? Nah. I think Valve would more likely turn Xbox into Sega than Sony. Sony's going to hold on for as long as they possibly can. You know? Nelson says, Sony knows Ghost of Yotei won't make money, destroy their reputation. Well, I think there's also some truth to the fact that Sony does not want video games like Ghost of Yotei to have the transparency for everybody to see and see how they perform. I think truthfully, they don't want that. You know, maybe not for their other games, but some of their games, I think they absolutely want to avoid releasing on Steam. Because that way they could just tell whatever lie they want to tell. Like, oh yeah, this game is amazing. It's sold just as well, if not better than the predecessor, even though there's no proof of that whatsoever. But it's fine. Believe us, bro. You know, I think they absolutely would want to do that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I just wanted to share that post because I came across it like 20 minutes before the stream, and I was like, oh, let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about Dispatch. So I have yet to play Dispatch. It's a game that I do plan to play. It's been gifted to me, so thank you guys again for doing that. Dispatch is a video game I plan to play, and apparently they have come out and recently some of the leads have said that there was a mix of arrogance and stupidity because they went to multiple publishers, they faced multiple publishers, and all of them told them that single-player narrative games were niche or, at worst, dead. And it goes to prove the mindset that these publishers have. You know, when we ask, how is it that all this live service slop continues to be made, and meanwhile single-player or narrative-driven video games get completely left in the dust and they can't get funding, it's because these fucking publishers genuinely believe the bullshit that's coming out of their mouth. Like, bro, single-player narrative games are some of the highest-selling video games out there. You know? For example, you could consider Resident Evil to be a single-player narrative game, right? It's got a really... It's all narrative-based, essentially. It's trying to tell you a story, get you involved in the story. Obviously, there's action elements and horror elements, but it is a narrative-driven story. They're probably talking more about what Dispatch is, which is like your what do you call it? Your Telltale games, or like your Heavy Rain, or your Beyond Two Souls, or your what the fuck's the other one? Detroit Become Human, which I fucking love. Detroit Become Human. I want to do a playthrough of Detroit Become Human on stream and have the chat just make all the decisions. I think it'll be really fun to see. But these people just have this in their mind that single player games are dead and nobody wants them. It's like, what are we doing? Are you fucking stupid? I think Valiant Goat hit it really well in the chat. He says, dead must mean we don't think we can milk it enough. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. They don't think that they can milk this shit enough. Okay? Just quite frankly, they don't think they can milk it enough. And the funny thing about this is that Dispatch ended up doing insane numbers. Like, I don't remember what the number was for Dispatch initially. I could look it up right now. But Dispatch ended up doing better numbers than we all thought. You know, 4 months ago, Dispatch actually ended up hitting 220,000 all-time concurrent players. You have an estimated anywhere between 2 to 4 million sales just on Steam alone, right? But here's the problem. You know what they don't like? They don't like the fact that you could pick up the game, play it, and beat it on your own time. They don't like the fact that the line does this. They don't like that. Because once people beat the game, well, then that's it. Then they check out. They want you to have an excuse to keep coming back and keep giving them money. That's what it is. So I do think that's... No, I do think that Valiant is right on that. That they want to milk it for everything that it's possibly worth. I mean, look at this, bro. Look at this. It's crazy. As they continued to release episodes, they kept getting more and more and more players. Until eventually, boom. That's it. They were done. So, and it's funny because as they're releasing episodes, I mean, again, it was bringing people back, but whether or not they can milk it or not, that's a whole nother story. They need the milk. Yeah, I agree. They do. They want to milk the shit out of these games. So, Blue says it's amazing how Stardew Valley still breaks 100K daily. It does it really? Let's see. Stardew. Bro, what is with this game, man? This game is like crack for a lot of people. Why is that? Why is this game crack for so many people? This game released 10 fucking years ago. 10 years ago, bro. You still have 84,000 people playing the game in a 24-hour period. What the hell, dude? That's crazy, man. Look at these numbers. Oh, my God. It is crack. It's got to be crack, dude. It has to be. Looks like Destiny 2's all-time chart. Hypno Valley went. I'm not playing this shit. I'm not playing. I have so many games. Look at this. Almost 98% positive rating. How do you have this many players and this much of a positive rating? Holy shit, man. That's absolutely insane. Look up Among Us. Is Among Us up there too? Let's look up Among Us. Among Us is not that high. This game kind of fell off. But, I mean, you know, you can only play this game for so much. 7.3 years ago. Not bad. Not bad. It's probably easy to play on most modern systems. It's probably that. You know, these games that are really easy on systems usually do have a ton of players. Because keep in mind, according to Valve, right? And this is according to Valve, not according to me. According to Valve, this Steam machine is stronger than 75% of their player base's computers. Which means that 75% of Steam users are running on fucking low-end computers. Right? So no shade to them. I'm just saying that's what they say. Right? So these kind of video games that have lower graphics capabilities, that's what a lot of people are going to probably go for because that their systems can run it. You know? But their games are also fun too, right? Like the games have to be fun in order for them to get these numbers, not just the fact that you can run it on a toaster. You know? So anyway, I just thought that was interesting information. Let's X that out. About Dispatch, fucking retards. We got a follow-up story on Expedition 33. Let's follow up on that really quick. So yesterday, well, hold on really quick. Hold on. We got Mervoth with a 2. Knock 1 Last Paradise Alpha is out at the moment. It's very fun. Thank you, Mervoth. I appreciate that. Zelosi with a 5. Check out Trash Day Indie Game in the usual place. Still can't mention it on a super chat. Trash Day Indie Game? Am I drawing a blank here, Zelosi? Oh, am I bugging? Mrs. Spanglish with a 189. Don't trust umbrellas. They're shady. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. We got a follow-up story to the Expedition 33 lawsuit video game. Wait, what? The raccoon game? You talking about Resident Evil? I'm confused. I'm so confused. Am I going crazy? So this follow-up is a good follow-up, okay? It's a good follow-up. Expedition 33, yesterday we talked about the fact that one of their law firms was apparently targeting a comic book creator that already had a comic book with the name Claire Obscure in the comic book. And they were trying to essentially say that not the Expedition 33 team, the lawyers. The lawyers are trying to say that there is too much crossover there and that people can confuse the comic book for the game and the IP, right? Even though that's not true whatsoever, that's what they were trying to argue. So they sent a cease and desist, so they sent some sort of legal letter to the person behind the comic book to essentially make them change the name. And the guy was going to change the name, even though he didn't want to. But now the studio behind Expedition 33, the actual developers, actually caught wind of everything that was going on because a lot of time these studios don't actually know what the lawyers are doing, right? Because the copyright lawyers are out there trying to earn their paycheck. So you don't actually know what they're doing until you find out later down the line. But they found out because the post went viral on social media and they said they were going to try to come to a resolution. Well, the resolution is here, and now the studio has decided to completely drop all legal action against the graphic novel that shares the same name, and they're wishing the creator success on their graphic novel. So that's pretty cool. Congrats to them. I would probably put a little bit of a leash on your law team so that they don't, they don't fucking do this to someone else. But I would hope that you put a little bit of a leash on your law team from here on out. But at least they did the right thing. I think that's a W. I would say that's a W. Yes, I would say that's a W. They did the right thing, and they decided to spare this guy from having to change the name of a comic book he had already worked on. And to be honest, if I was him, I would have fought it. But he said he didn't have the money or the time to fight it, which I understand. So good on them. And that's going to make their studio look even better than it already has, or already does, I should say. So there you go. Pretty cool. Put a muzzle on them. Benjamin with a 5. Look up the new live service game Over the Top. It's already beating Marathon. It's live service done right. Released yesterday. Watch Asmund Gold stream. Okay, let's talk about this game. I didn't have it on the scorecard, but we're gonna talk about it. So there's this game called Over the Top. Is it Over the Top? What, World War II? Right? Or World War I or something like that? Over the Top World War I. And this game was doing pretty decent numbers for literally coming out of nowhere. If you look at the game right now over on Steam, it's got almost 7,000. I don't know where the whole it's doing better than the Marathon thing came into play, because it's not. But I saw this last night when I was just looking at Steam numbers. I just happened to be looking at it because I what I like to use Steam numbers for, aside from making fun of bad studios. I also like using Steam numbers to see what games are trending, and maybe it's something I might be interested in, right? Because if you go to SteamDB, you can see trending video games here on the right side, and you can see a bunch of video games that you may or may not be interested in, right? There's that game you guys mentioned, Naquan Last Paradise playtest. So this game ended up, ended up releasing, and it's doing pretty good. The numbers keep going up and up and up. It hit a new all-time peak just 1 hour ago. And I thought, you know what? I was going to look at the trailer later today after I was done with the show. I was going to look at the trailer in between editing time. But fuck it. Let's just look at it now. You guys want to look at it now? We can look at it now. I'm going to look at the trailer for Over the Top and see what this game is about. Over the Top World War I. Let's see. See what we got. Official launch trailer. Here we go. Let's see what this game is about. Over the Top World War I. Let's see. I like World War games. Let's see. Hold on. Did they say 200 players? Hold on. 200 players? Oh my God. 200 player all-out warfare? That sounds fucking nuts, bro. Wow. So it's 100 versus 100? Dude, that's amazing.
Using the kind of language that makes the sergeant blush.
Oh! Bro! Wait. There's no way. Where did these people come from? You got 12 maps on launch, massive maps, destructible environments, dismemberment, bodies that explode. I gotta play this game, bro. Why am I streaming right now? I gotta play this game. This game looks sick. What? You got fucking aircraft? Oh my God, bro. This is Battlefield World War I. Bro, what's happening? How do you who made this?
Take your victory, boys!
Guys, I gotta play this game. I gotta play this game. You wanna know why? Because, bro, the gameplay, it's reminded me of one video game from my past, and you all should know what that game is. It's got proximity chat too. Oh man, I gotta tell Leon about this. I gotta tell Atreus. Although they don't play any, like Atreus and Kata, they don't play anything other than super casual video games. This might be a little bit too hardcore for them, but I'll definitely play with Leon if he wants to play. Planet Side, nope, not Planet Side. Not Medal of Honor. This game is reminding me of a large-scale Day of Defeat. Bro, I have to play this game. Not Call of Duty, nope. Day of Defeat. Day of Defeat. I'm talking way back, bro. Day of Defeat. Oh, man. Dude, I got to play this game. I absolutely have to play this game. So much, bro. Do I have this? Let me see. How much is this game? How much is this game, bro? World at War. I have to play this game. I'm sorry, not World at War. Over the Top. This game is $14.63. This game's $15. Oh my god, bro. There's got to be something wrong with this game. This has to be like fucking glitched to the moon. This is a $15 video game offering 12 maps, destructible environments, dismemberment, aircraft, tanks. What? 200 war, bro. If it's actually a good game, this is going to be insane. This is going to be insane, bro. A $15 video game offering you 12 maps on release is crazy. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm going to be buying that after the stream. Thank you guys for reminding me to check that out. I'm glad I checked it out now. Although it's making me not want to stream. It makes me want to play the game. But I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. All right, that game looks insane. Let's get into the next mini story. It's going to be about Marathon. So Marathon apparently has nerfed the game. They've nerfed the game, guys. Marathon has nerfed the game. They listened to the player base that said that the game is too hard, and they decided to nerf the UESC enemies, which I'm assuming is the AI. You know, we watched a video the other day about Ninja rage quitting Marathon because the AI was harder than the actual players. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that the game is harder than the... Bro, Mr. Rouge, you didn't do what I think you did you? Bro, did he even say hi in the chat today? I didn't even see Mr. Rouge say hi in the chat. Bro is a ninja. He's a fucking ninja. I knew it. I knew it. He's a fucking ninja, bro. Mr. Rouge, did you even say hello in the chat, bro? He did? Okay, because I didn't see it. Jesus. Oh, now he says hi. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Hi. Bro, you didn't even let me get to the end of the stream so I could buy it myself. I was legit going to buy it myself, Mr. Rouge. Jesus fucking Christ. Mr. Rouge gifted Over the Top World War I. Fucking Mr. Rouge. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. My God, dude. My God, Mr. Rouge is just... What a sniper. What an absolute sniper. He just lurks waiting for you to want a game. Kurakami, I don't know, bro. I feel like that might be true. Mr. Rouge, man. Shout out to you, bro. I can't Griffcast the game tonight because I'm finishing Resident Evil 9 tonight. But we finished what do you call it? We finished Neo 3 earlier today. So, you know, that's a good thing. Mr. Rouge says, I almost gifted it this morning, but wasn't sure if you're a fan of World War I. Mr. Rouge, are you kidding me? I'm a fan of World War I, World War II, and all the World Wars, man. I love World War content. That's what I'm saying. One of my favorite games of all time was Day of Defeat. Fucking love Day of Defeat. Amazing game. Love that game. Thank you, Mr. Rouge. I appreciate that, brother. You're a fucking legend. Speaking of legends, man, Tanya Raven dropped a 5 membership banger. Shout out to Tanya Raven. T-Jap says, we are currently 158 away from tier 1. This is all. I have faith, T-Jap. I have faith, man. I have faith. We're gonna see it through. We're not gonna let go of the streak now that we're ahead. Shout out. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. Chat is screaming more. Chat is screaming more. Green, more green. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Anyway, so yeah, they nerfed Marathon. And apparently the fans are like super celebrating it. But I guess they're still not showing up. But we're going to talk about now. Where is it at? Let's talk about Microsoft's computer, a.k.a. their new upcoming console. So Kang with a 2 says, I can't wait to play us versus Iran. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. New Blackstreet played Battlefield 6 so they could play this. Yeah, but you don't understand, man. There's a level of non-mainstream that they can't handle, right? Like Battlefield is mainstream, so they can handle it. But the games like this that are not mainstream, they can't handle it, man. They won't even play Counter-Strike. I've asked them so many times, they won't do it. They refuse to do it. Every time I ask them, they always they suck their teeth or they fucking put their heads down. They're like, shit, I got a date tonight or something like that, bro. It's always some bullshit. It's always a fucking lie, man. They never want to play. They never want to play. It makes me sad. Jesus Christ. I'm not sad anymore. Oh my God. Zevin Cross. Oh my God, bro. The chat is screaming more. Dude, Zevin Cross, man. Holy shit, boys. You know what that means? Every single time we get a red boy, you know exactly what that means. Yo, those two clips have got to be my favorite. They've got that. I'm serious, man. Those 2 clips have got to be my favorite clips that I think we've ever come up with. It's so good. It's that transition nicely. That's what I thought. That's hey, tier 1 has officially been reached, boys. Thanks to Zevin Cross, we are now 107 away from tier 2. Zevin Cross, man, absolute fucking legend, bro. Absolute legend, man. If you guys got a membership from Zevin Cross, make sure to say thank you in the chat, man. Make sure to say thank you. Zevin Cross is doing backhanded deals with Old Man Cat and guaranteeing him Asians because Old Man Cat doesn't want to summon Asians on his own. That's insane. That's crazy. Archangelus continuing the membership train as the chat screams more. Thank you, Archangelus. I appreciate that. Zevin Cross, I'm going to give you 2 clips. Let me know what the second one is, but I already know what the first one is. Here we go. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's a Red Boy hyper banger.
Shout out to Seven Cross. I figured since you wanted goth Asians, it only makes sense to play goth Latinas. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, my guy. That's absolutely insane. The chat screams more. I appreciate that. Setsuda Shadow gives a membership. Thank you, Setsuda Shadow. I appreciate that. Continuing the membership train. Thank you. And then Tanya Raven. Shout out to Tanya Raven. She says, no mercy. Dwarves, okay. Warhammer.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Shout out to Tanya Raven getting us over the hump on Hump Day. Officially getting us tier 2 with a fantastic Red Boy. Thank you so much, Tanya Raven. I appreciate that. Absolutely legendary, man. Thank you so much. Then we got Speedy Cake with a 5. Says, I'm sure Kato would join if he told him it's like Day of Defeat. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Day of Defeat. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. And then Kang is throwing bananas. Why are you throwing bananas at me, bro? Wrong stream. That's the wrong stream. Wrong stream, man, to throw bananas. Hey, guys, thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. You guys are insane. Memberships, everything. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're officially at tier 2, 277 in a row, boys. We're getting up there. Almost 300 on tier 2. Almost 600 on tier 1. It's unbelievable. Guys, I got breaking news. Guys. You ready for the breaking news? Are you ready for the breaking news, ladies and gentlemen? We got breaking news. So, apparently, you guys remember when Microsoft seemingly threw Sarah Bond under the bus? Remember that? Threw her under the bus and said, she was essentially the reason why we did the whole "this is an Xbox" ad campaign. It's gone, boys. It's gone. This is the Xbox campaign is gone. Apparently, according to Charlie Intel, Xbox has deleted all references to the "this is an Xbox" ad campaign from the Xbox website. Damn. It's gone. Now, what they did was they replaced it with something that's a little bit more politically correct, it seems. They replaced it with "play your way," which I don't think it's as bad, Yeah, like Xbox is what I play your way, whatever. But still, it's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy. They got rid of it. It's gone. The "this is an Xbox" is completely gone. And I think this is a happy medium. I really do. I think this is a happy medium. Like saying "play your way," all right, whatever. I feel like that's a better way to phrase it. Because when you say "this is an Xbox," this is an Xbox, you completely devalue what the actual fucking Xbox is. You completely devalue the brand. And I know for a lot of people, they're going to be like, well, this is the same thing. It's really not, though. It's really not. You guys got to think about like how psychology is and how you saying that your phone is an Xbox and that your TV is an Xbox is not the same as saying "play your way." I feel like, I do feel like this is the better way to go. I wonder if this is actually going to help fix the brand over time, because nothing's going to get fixed immediately. But I think that whatever the next advertisement they do needs to be Xbox console focused. That's what I think needs to happen. Whatever that may be. I don't know. Like some sort of special service that is Xbox console only or something like that. But something has to be Xbox focused with their next advertisement. And that way they can slowly but surely start earning people back into the brand if they're even able to. Right? They only got one shot at this. Otherwise, that's it, right? They got one shot at this. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. But, I'm not going to hold my breath on this one. But, hey, it looks like they really are trying to have Sarah Bond be the fall girl. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Anyway, I happen to just see this. Real Life Fake Wizard sent this to me. So thank you to the Real Life Fake Wizard. I appreciate him. I know he doesn't watch my content anymore because he's just too big for us now. He's just like super famous, man. This guy's on every other show. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I can at least say I discovered Real Life Fake Wizard in Kada. Okay, I didn't, but I'm just saying. All right, let's get into the next story. So we're gonna talk about now the Microsoft. Speaking of Microsoft, we're gonna go into their console now. Now, the GDC is happening right now, guys. I don't know if they call it the Festival of Gaming or not. I have no idea. But that's what they were going to call it before. And obviously, so many people were canceling on them and people were leaving and Hideo Kojima never showed up and all this shit. Anyway, so Microsoft is at the GDC and they've apparently spilled some information regarding the upcoming Xbox Helix, whatever the hell that is. Which is their upcoming PC hybrid system. But they're suggesting that, it's still years away. So Microsoft continued the rollout of its future Xbox plans at GDC today in a talk hosted by VP of next generation Jason Ronald, titled Building for the Future with Xbox. The talk centered around Project Helix, the code name for the next Xbox console that will bridge the gap between a console and a traditional PC. Ronald expanded on what that dual identity would actually mean for the machine. And by the sounds of things, Helix will behave similarly to Valve's upcoming Steam machine, with the distinction that it plays your Xbox console and PC games. That's according to IGN, which live blogged the talk from the show. We also got an early rundown of Helix's hardware, which is unsurprisingly another collaboration between Xbox and AMD. The PC/console will support AMD's next-gen upscaling, frame generation, and ray tracing, and a number of other nice-to-haves as well. So here we go. It's powered by a custom AMD SoC co-designed for next generation of DirectX, next generation ray tracing performance and capabilities, GPU-directed work graph execution, AMD FSR Next Plus Project Helix, built for next generation of neural rendering, next generation MMO upscaling. Like, this is all fine and dandy, but I really hate that they overuse the phrase next generation, because all this is just PR speak, right? When they say next generation, they expect you to, in your mind, think there's going to be some massive leap that's going to justify the price that they're going to ask you for this console. And it almost certainly probably will not, right? It will most likely not justify whatever they're going to ask you for this console. That's exactly how this generation went. They called this generation next generation, and it wasn't next generation at all, barely. Only until now, maybe with the PS5 Pro, maybe. But, anyway. So, new ML multi-frame generation, next generation ray generation for RT and path tracing, and deep texture compression with neural texture compression and direct storage plus ZSTD. So you can kind of see all of this here on their still frame. And then it says the days of people defining themselves as console, PC, and mobile gamer don't really exist anymore. You sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because have you looked on Twitter? Have you seen some of these console fanboys that are out here going insane every single day over on Twitter? Talking about, bro, the moment they announced the new Xbox CEO, you literally had people responding in her comments demanding that she makes Xbox exclusive again. Like, literally demanding that the moment they announced her taking over. So I don't think you should be saying like people defining themselves as console PC gamer is gone, because while it may be gone from the normies, I think some of the more hardcore players are still holding on to that. But anyway, so what we really learned is that as we look at it, PC is becoming an increasingly important part of the Xbox experience. Microsoft has continued to work to bring the Xbox dashboard to the PC, as it began with the ROG Ally X's specialized Windows interface. And then Ronald also announced that the alpha version of the Helix console will begin shipping to developers in 2027, suggesting that the earliest it'll be ready for prime time is 2028. By the time the current Xbox hardware will be pushing 8 years old. That is, of course, assuming assembling PCs at a massive scale will still be feasible, given our current AI-fueled RAM crisis. I'm sure it'll be feasible. I'm sure. Have you ever watched Cold Classic Cage? Yes, obviously. Bless the console, little dears. Yeah, I know. So anyway, I think it's interesting. I'll say that. I'm curious. You know what I'm curious about, man? I'm curious how they're going to advertise this. That's what I'm curious about. How exactly are you going to advertise a console PC hybrid and sell it to not only the normies, but also sell it to some of the most hardcore of your fan base, the ones that are demanding exclusivity, the ones that are demanding you make Xbox into a exclusive brand again? How are you going to sell your Xbox to those people? How are they going to be able to actually take that information? That's what I'm really curious about. And I guess time is going to have to tell. We're still a few years away from it, but still, be very curious to see what they actually end up doing with that. So, console fanboys are just that sad. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, they're very loud on social media. So, again, I'm just very curious how they're going to actually advertise all of this to them, So, we'll see. Dan Shion says, hell, y'all need to relax on the console gamers. I don't always act like PC gamers. I'm just saying, bro. I didn't say everybody. I said the fanboys. Okay? There's a difference. Like, you can love consoles and not be like a fucking crazy fanboy. Same thing with PC. You could love PC and not be a crazy fanboy. But anyway, I'm very curious how that's gonna go. So we'll see. All right, let me Dan Shion says I'm joking. I know I'm joking too. It's all good. All right, let's get into now. By the way, how's Marathon doing? Marathon's doing pretty good. Hey, look at Marathon. Look at Marathon. Still going down. Still going down. Look at Marathon. They're getting ready to burst through the seams again with their player count because of their update that they're holding off on reviews for. I still can't believe that's a thing. Bro, there's only 4 critic reviews for Marathon. What other video game has ever been allowed the ability to not have their game reviewed, not only on day 1, but also like a few days before the game goes live? What other video game has that ever happened for? All of a sudden, Bungie's like, hey guys, can you not review our game until we patch in content that we didn't release at release? What the fuck is that? Still downward though. It's projected to hit about 60,000 24 hours. So now they've lost 20,000 concurrent 24 hour. Sucks. Bungie straight paying for streaming advertising. Yeah, they're paying for a lot more than that. Hey, how's Highguard doing? Wait, before we go on to the next topic, Highguard, how you doing? Damn, look at all the people joining Highguard before it shuts down. I never actually played around. I never played around. Oh, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. Highguard, man. What a shame, man. Look at this. 45% positive reviews. 45%. What a shame, boys. This is just rough. It's very sad. Bro, the lowest this game got to was 154. Oh. Can we get a moment of silence for Highguard? Can we get a moment of silence for Highguard? All right, moment of silence, guys. Moment of silence. And the chat said... Oh man, dude. Oh shit. This is this is rough, man. This is rough. RIP to Highguard. I thought about playing one round just to say I did, but I thought to myself, I'm not even kidding. Like last night I was thinking like I could just play one round. It's not gonna be that bad. Just one round, just to say I did it. And I thought to myself, I'd much rather play Slay the Spire. And that's exactly what I did on my Steam Deck. I played Slay the Spire, which, by the way, I want you guys to all understand, Jeff Keighley officially has 48 hours. Like, once this game dies, Jeff Keighley has 48 hours to apologize to the entire internet. Seriously. He has 48 hours to apologize to the entire internet. Otherwise, I mean, hey, that's a problem. Deadeye's Lock with $1 on Rumble. The first dono for the entire night on Rumble. Shout out to Deadeye's Lock breaking the curse over there on Rumble. Flatline worse than Ironheart. If only both had Markiplier behind it. Well, that definitely could have been something. But unfortunately for them, it's nothing. Tanya Raven with a super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And Kang with it too. Have some bananas. A good old 8.5 incher. He knows the lore. He knows the lore. Thank you, Kang. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kang. All right, guys, let's get into the next topic. Come on, let's X this out. Fucking Highguard, bro. What a shame. What a shame. Zelosi with a 5 trash day is an upcoming game on Steam, and YouTube won't let me say the word Steam. Really? They won't let you say the word Steam? What the fuck? Why? That's weird. Obviously, he's not going to apologize, chat. I know he's not going to apologize. I'm saying it as a joke, guys. I'm saying it as a joke. All right. Let's have a little conversation about the Valve lawsuit. All right, we got to talk about the Valve lawsuit. So let me X this out really quick. So let's do a follow-up story to the insane story about the Valve lawsuit that they've been receiving on multiple different fronts all across the globe. Valve is being sued in the UK. Valve is being sued by the United States government. Valve is being sued by their own home state of Seattle. And Valve is also being sued by New York State, by Attorney General Letitia James. Now, everybody's trying to claim that Valve is either a monopoly or they essentially encourage gambling or they actually do gambling or whatever the case may be. Well, apparently Valve is starting to fight back against all this nonsense coming from people like Letitia James and whatnot, because they're going to, right? This is not the first time that Valve has fought against these lawsuits. I remember saying that quite a bit ago in previous videos, but they have experience fighting this kind of stuff, and they're going to continue to do so. So let's talk about this nonsense, and let's see their response to Letitia James, because it actually is pretty insane. First, we're going to start off with this article kind of explaining what exactly they consider to be their microtransactions. And it's so funny to see these companies always make up these weird explanations as to what the microtransactions actually are. But still, we're going to talk about it. So according to PC Gamer, Valve says New York Attorney General's violent video game fear-mongering is a distraction and a mischaracterization that we've all heard before. The New York Attorney General seems to be trying to stir up fears about violent video games as the state pursues legal action against Valve, but Valve is not having it. Good. I hope Valve fights this shit tooth and nail, because these kind of people like Letitia James are using lawfare as a means to push their own political activism. They do it all the time. This won't be the last time they do it, guaranteed. So New York's lawsuit accuses Valve of violating its gambling laws through loot boxes, which it claims enables gambling by enticing users to pay for a chance to win a rare virtual item of significant monetary value. It further alleges that Valve has made billions of dollars luring its users, many of whom are teenagers or younger, to engage in gambling in the hopes of winning expensive virtual items that they could cash in on, and says the lawsuit that they seek to permanently stop Valve from continuing to promote illegal gambling in its games and to pay disgorgement and fines. Now, that's all pretty straightforward, obviously, but here's where it gets interesting. According to this, the press release announcing the lawsuit then went on to say, completely out of nowhere, that although this case is about illegal gambling, it's important to note that Valve's promotion of games that glorify violence and guns help fuel the dangerous epidemic of gun violence, particularly among young gamers who can become numb to the grave violence before their brains are fully developed. So she is trying to literally bring back like the 90s, bro. She's trying to bring back this whole conversation about video games cause violence. And you're always going to have that politician that tries to go this route. Anytime the election season is coming up and they have to justify why they're in office, they always come up with this bullshit violent video games cause violence narrative that has been disproven by damn near every study that's ever been done on this subject. And they continue to ignore it and continue to peddle it because this is what they do, right? It's always about stretching the truth, or at the very least, misrepresenting information. So obviously, the statement's completely irrelevant to the entire thing, which is supposed to be about gambling. But more importantly, it's also obviously been unsupported. Now that we know all of this, let's talk about what's really going on. Valve seized on that particular point in its response. They said, in addition, though, although this case is about mystery boxes, we feel the need to address comments made by the NYAG about games, real-world violence, and children. According to Valve, they said that those extraneous comments are a distraction and a mischaracterization we've all heard before. Numerous studies throughout the years have concluded that there is no link between media, movies, TV, books, comics, music, and games, and real-world violence. Indeed, many studies highlight the beneficial impact of the games to their particular users. Now, what I want to do is go into their actual response because, oh my God, is it legendary. They decided to respond to everything officially on Steam itself. You guys can go actually read this on Steam if you have it, but we're going to look at some screen caps going over everything. So here's what it says about the New York Attorney General lawsuit against Valve. Dear New York customers of Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Team Fortress 2, you may have seen the New York Attorney General recently filed a lawsuit against Valve claiming mystery boxes like crates, cases, and chests in some of our games violate New York gambling laws. We don't believe that they do, and we're disappointed to see the New York Attorney General make that claim after working to educate them about our virtual items and mystery boxes since they first reached out to us in early 2023. We rarely talk about litigation, but we felt we should explain this situation to you. This is where it gets good, by the way, so listen up. We shared with the New York Attorney General that these type of boxes in our games are widely used, not just in video games, but in the tangible world as well, where generations have grown up opening baseball card packs and blind boxes and bags, and then trading and selling the items they receive. On the physical side, popular products used in this way include baseball cards, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and Labubu. And in the game space, digital packs, similar to our boxes, date back to 2004, are in widespread use. Players don't have to open mystery boxes to play Valve games. In fact, most of you don't open any boxes at all and just play the games because the items in the boxes are purely cosmetic. There is no disadvantage to a player not spending money. Now, I said this yesterday in my other video where I particularly said that I don't buy the loot boxes in Counter-Strike. I don't buy the loot boxes in Team Fortress. I know that there is a huge a group of people that do. And I know that it is considered to be pretty extreme in terms of how much money they can actually go for. I know all of this, okay? And I don't like loot boxes. I don't like any of this shit. But at the end of the day, these games are free to play. That's the strategy they decided to go with Valve and Counter-Strike and all these other video games that they used to charge money for. So now that they're free to play, they got to monetize somehow, some way. And if you are partaking in this system, you're opening yourself up to it. All you got to do is just not buy the fucking box. Now, I know there's some people that are like, well, I get it. You know, like some people have a personality that is very addicted to gambling. And if that's the case, then they need help. Like they don't need a lawsuit. They need help. At the end of the day, Valve has been doing this for a long time. And if you're going to have a problem with it now, I am willing to have the conversation about loot boxes being bad, obviously. But I cannot think that you're doing it in good faith because they've been doing it for fucking decades, bro. They've been doing it for such a long time that now all of a sudden you want to come after them, and then you threw in the whole Valve supports violence because of violence video games. What the hell does that have to do with gambling in this lawsuit? It has nothing to do with it. You decided to throw it in there just for the hell of it, you know? So anyway, in the process of cooperating with the New York Attorney General's investigation, we shared within our efforts over many years to shut down accounts that were found to be using Valve's game items on gambling sites in violation of the Steam subscriber agreement. We also shared with him our efforts to combat fraud and theft of user items and our extraordinary measures to stop gambling sites from taking advantage of Steam accounts and Valve game items. Valve does not cooperate with gambling sites. To date, we've locked over 1 million Steam accounts that were being misused by third parties in connection with gambling, fraud, and theft. We've also shipped features like trade reversal and trade cooldown to discourage gambling sites' ability to operate and protect Steam users from fraud. And we forbid any gambling-related business to participate in or sponsor tournaments from our games. So this bit of information here is really important because this is how they're going to fight back, right? This is how they're going to fight back against Letitia James and her bullshit claims about how Steam is all for gambling and they advocate for it and they're all for this nonsense. It's pretty clear that they're not. They've pushed against the actual gambling websites and they pushed against the fraud and the theft, and they have proof to back it up. That's how they won their previous lawsuits. Then, here's the best part. We have serious concerns with many of the alterations that the New York Attorney General claims are necessary to make our games. First, the New York Attorney General seems to believe that boxes and their contents should not be transferable. They appear to assume digital mystery boxes and items in our games are different from tangible items like baseball card packs, which contain random cards, and to take issue with the fact that users have the ability to transfer the items they receive through Steam trading or user-to-user sales on the community market. We think the transferability of a digital item is good for consumers. It gives the user the ability to sell or trade an old or unwanted item for something else, in the same way an owner can sell or trade a tangible item like a Pokemon or baseball card. The New York Attorney General proposes to take away users' ability to transfer the digital items from Valve games. Transferability is a right that we believe should not be taken away, and we refuse to do that. Fucking base, bro. Oh my God. Absolutely base. You know, Valve has made some mistakes in the past, but there's one thing that Valve is serious about, and that's protecting your privacy and also protecting your right as a consumer. It's definitely something that they've openly advocated for, and they're not perfect on it. They've made some mistakes. We've called out those mistakes, but when they're right, my God, are they fucking right, bro. That is based as fuck. But it gets even better, guys. You want to know what the real reason for this lawsuit is? You want to know what this is really all about? I'm going to show you exactly what this is really all about. This is page 2 to the lawsuit, and this is where it gets really juicy. The New York Attorney General has also proposed to gather additional information beyond what we normally collect in the course of processing payments about each game user on the off chance someone in New York was being anonymous, basically, their location to appear outside of New York, such as by using a VPN. This would have involved implementing invasive technologies for every user worldwide. Similarly, the New York Attorney General demanded that Valve collect more personal data about our users to do additional age verification, even though most payment methods used by New York Steam users already have age verification built in. Valve knows that our users care about the security of their personal information, and we believe it's in our best interest and their interest to only collect the information necessary to operate the business and comply with law. So I love it. You know why I love this is because the New York Attorney General tried to throw in the little jab about Valve supporting violence, basically, by promoting violent video games. And this is Valve essentially jabbing back and saying, well, since we're telling the truth about each other and you're lying about me, let me tell you the truth about what you're actually looking for. You're looking for a way to essentially work around a VPN and use us to do so. You want to know for some odd reason why somebody is using a VPN in New York. Why would you want to know that? Right? What other reason do you want to know that other than you have some really malicious shit that you have in mind in order to try to utilize and you're trying to get Valve to give you the information? Not only that, you also want more personal data for what? Age verification? Valve already has age verification built into the system already. So what are we doing here? So then he says, we respect New York's right to determine the laws governing behavior in the state. We will, of course, comply if the New York legislature passes laws governing mystery boxes, something it has not done, despite considering the issue a few times. Such laws will be the result of a public process, presumably with input from the industry and New York gamers. The type of commitments the NYAG demanded from Valve went far beyond what existing New York law requires, and even beyond New York itself. It may have been easier and cheaper for Valve to make a deal with the New York Attorney General, but we believe this type of deal would be to satisfy the New York Attorney General would have been bad for users and other game developers and impacted our ability to innovate in game design. So they're not making a deal. They're not making a deal. I absolutely fucking love this. They're not making a deal. They said that they'd rather fight this instead of making a deal. That is incredible. By the way, isn't New York the state that is trying to not have you need an ID in order to vote? So you mean to tell me you don't need an ID to vote, but you need an ID, you need to give up your ID in order to play video games online? Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? In addition, although this is a case about mystery boxes, we feel the need to address comments made by the New York Attorney General about games, real-world violence, etc. And ultimately, a court will decide whose position, ours, or the New York Attorney General's, is correct. In the meantime, we wanted to make sure you were aware of the potential impact to users in New York and elsewhere. Boys, this is insane, man. Crazy, crazy stuff. So listen, I'll say this, man. I'm happy that Valve has decided to fight this, okay? I think that's fantastic. Valve has decided to fight this. Valve is not going to bend the knee and settle. And that's a little bit shocking to me. I'm not going to lie to you. Because most of these cases don't see the inside of a courtroom. But it looks like Valve is 100% going to go there. So I'm excited. Hopefully they can continue to fight this for as long as they possibly can. But keep in mind, Valve is currently fighting this lawsuit, the Seattle lawsuit, the United States lawsuit, and also the UK lawsuit. And chances are, I think there's another one about copyrighted music, that they have a lawsuit going after them as well for copyrighted music. All of this seems very coordinated. It seems highly suspicious. It's all happening at once. But it is what it is at this point. If anybody's going to be able to fight this, it's Gabe, man. Okay, if you guys forgot who Gabe is, he is a legend. He is a legend for a reason. Let me remind you before I end this video that the only one who can fight this is Gaben himself. He's the only one that can fight this, man. He's going to fight this from his yacht, his $500 million yacht, with a bunch of steam machines surrounding him. He's the only one that's going to fight this. He's going to plug himself into the Matrix and fight it, man. No, but seriously, this is pretty amazing. This is pretty amazing. So we'll see what ends up happening with this. I found their response to be a very good response. I found their response to be a very professional response. And it's exactly the kind of response that needed to happen to ensure that, I guess, New York-based gamers feel that Valve has their best interests at heart. Even though, listen, no company has your full best interest at heart. But at the very minimum, what Valve has always been has been pro-consumer to the best of their ability within reason, obviously, because no corporation is 100% pro-consumer. But if I had to decide one corporation that actually was above all others, it would be Valve at the end of the day. So hopefully they can continue to fight this. We'll follow up with this with any information we have. And Letitia James, hopefully she gets felted in the court of law, because if not, it's going to set a really bad precedent for the rest of the world, especially if she wants VPN information and all that other nonsense. Bro, what does that have to do with gambling? Anyway, thank you guys so much again, and make sure to comment. Otherwise, your view's not going to count. I'm going to be sad. All right, ears is going on. Ears is going on, boys. Let me catch up on supers. We got, where are we at? Tanya Raven with a 2 says Steam. Steam indeed. Steam indeed. Thank you, Tanya Raven. We got Melodic Method with a $20 banger, says Steam is for champions. Also, like the stream, bigots. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Melodic Method. Thank you so much, man. And then we got Jason Allen, 25. They want full control of Valve. It's all coming from woke states and people. This is all planned. I really do think it's all planned. I really do. I genuinely believe that it actually is all planned. I know that sounds conspiratorial, but I don't give a fuck, because it just seems really weird. All of this is going on at the same time, seems highly coordinated. Torinol for a 2 says Valve said no. Who said yes? In terms of what? Oh, I get what you're saying. That's actually a good fucking question, Torinol. Think about it. If Valve said no, and they're getting sued, and they said no to give up personal information and age verification and VPN information, all that stuff, if they said no, what companies said yes? What companies that aren't getting sued actually said yes? Epic Games? Microsoft? I don't know, man. I'm just saying. That's actually a good question. I gotta imagine Epic Games was probably like, yes, Letitia, Slay Queen, we'll give you the information on all our players. You know? Adair Soto with a 2 says Steam, choo choo. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Are we caught up? Great story time with Hypno. Thank you, Diet Spam. I appreciate that. Guys, we are fully caught up. This was fucking amazing. Waifu Battle. I am going to make the stream live right now over on Hypnotic Gaming Live for the finale of Resident Evil Requiem. I know I said this yesterday, but today is actually the finale. Here is the link to the stream for both YouTube and Rumble. Come hang out on that stream. It's going to be live in about an hour and change. Come hang out. That's the link to the stream. It's going to be the actual finale. We finished Neo 3 today. We are going to finish we're going to finish Resident Evil today as well. Why am I muffled? Probably because I tried to speak while the sound was going off. I don't really know. No, but for real this time, it's going to be awesome. So make sure you guys come hang out with us. In the meantime, we're going to do the waifu battle. We're going to have some fun, and then we're going to close out this stream, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for the support. If you're not going to stick around, I hope that you like the stream. Otherwise, well, you're a hate watcher. And we'll see you on the next one. Do not miss the next stream. Don't miss it. Okay, waifu battle time. Let's go. All right, boys. Waifu Battle is here. If you guys missed the last Waifu Battle, she's on a bit of a streak, boys. It's becoming slightly problematic. We're going to have to start figuring out what we're going to do to try to take her down. But the current Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only, obviously, Tifa, ladies and gentlemen. Still the Waifu Battle champion. Still unbelievable. Shout out to Tifa. I played the wrong song. Whoops. Wait, what? Adair Salter with a 2. Hypno, I'm at the point of the final boss waiting. Nice. Nice. Now let's get into the rules of engagement before we bring out the challenger. I got a good challenger today. I got a good one. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and won't count with a particular waifu, but the only way it's going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You gotta put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, and it will not count, it doesn't matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact that you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You could vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You could vote for the champion, who is Tifa. You can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I'm going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. Doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you're going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? We don't understand the rules. All right, boys, listen, I had to bring out a banger, okay? I had to bring out a banger in order to try to take down Tifa. I had to bring out a waifu that I know a lot of you like, all right? That's the only way that we're ever going to have a chance to try to take down Tifa. So let's bring out this waifu and see if she can actually win against the legend that is known as Tifa. Damn. The challenger that's going to go up against Tifa is going to be none other than the one and the only 2B. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Tifa or is it going to be 2B? The names are on the bottom, boys. The names are on the bottom. Scrolling along the side. Let's see who you actually love more. Do you love Tifa more or do you love 2B more? I don't know. You got to make up your mind. You got to make up your mind, boys. It's all up to you. 2 big guns. This is a challenge. This is a challenge. We'll see, Taffy, which way this goes. This is a challenge, though. Here comes the cheesy jokes. Let's fucking go. Oh, no. Not the cheesy jokes, man. Not the cheesy jokes. Oh, no. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's find out, boys. Who is it going to be? Let me know. We got Crash Collins over on Rumble starting us off. So good with a 20 for Tifa. Shout out to Crash Collins, man. Thank you for the 20. I appreciate that. That's a hell of a start for Tifa. We got Toxin with a 189 says to be this brick should be illegal. No, it actually shouldn't be. It should never be. That should not be illegal. That's what the prudes want. That's what the prudes want. Marius with a 10 says to be or not to be. I'll add 10 for 2B. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Space Monkey with a 989 2B, my goddess. And just like that, she's in the lead, boys. Just like that, 2B is in the lead, man. Thank you, Space Monkey. We got Democulus with a 10 on Rumble, 2B all the way. She is better than Tifa. Oh, shit. The fighting words. You love to see the fighting words, boys. This is interesting. Final Twin with a 1999 for 2B. This is a fight, boys. Final Twin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. 2B is in the lead by a somewhat decent amount, but not enough. It could easily be turned around right now. But thank you so much, Final Twin. I appreciate that, man. Legendary. Absolutely legendary. Man, Rumble came out strong for this one. And YouTube came out strong for this one. Damn. Crash Collins, you feeling a little lonely over there? Crash Collins is feeling a little lonely over there, man. We'll see. Democulus says he believes it's 52-20. That sounds about right. We'll see. People might change their minds when they see Tifa. You know how it goes. Every time they see the next waifu, they're like, oh, I'm going to vote for her too. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, man. I think I just got a gifted game on Steam. Oh, shit. What's going on? What is that? I'm scared. Oh, shit. That's awesome. I'll call it out after the waifu battle. Thank you, Flip Shazam. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. That's actually kind of crazy. Crash Collins with a 5 says, Tifa, it's okay. She could be all mine. She might just be all yours. Speedy Cake with a 5 says, Tifa, she's more interesting than Italian Parliament. That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment. All right, 2B is coming off screen, and now it's time for none other than the current Waifu Battle champion, who is none other than Tifa. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the clock, and let's see who's going to win this one. Who wants it more, Tifa fans or 2B fans? I don't know, to be honest with you. But we're going to find out, man. Ron DFK with a 2 says, Tifa, also, I shredded trees. Trees, oh my God, cheese. It's great. I hate you. I'm going to steal your hat. I'm going to steal your hat, bro. And I'm going to make you have to get a new profile picture with no hat. That's what it's going to be. That's just what it's going to be, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. So far, it's a pretty close battle. This could be anybody's game right now. It could be anybody's game right now. I'm just letting chat figure it out. B is hot too. Hey, I didn't say it was going to be easy. I did not say it was going to be an easy choice. We got Deidre Connick with a 10 over on Rumble. Tifa can't leave Crash Collins by himself over here. Oh shit, Crash Collins officially has support. He has support. He has support. Kiara Lunar with a 2 says Tifa 2s. What's going on, Kiara Lunar? Thank you. I appreciate that. And then we got Dr. Spike with a 10. Hinata, am I late? Hail, Hypnotic and Bigots. You are late, but that's okay. Welcome in, Dr. Spike. Thank you for the 10. I appreciate that. Hope you had a good night, my guy. Flip Shazam with a 2. I forgot the rules. Can you remind me again? It's too late. It's too late. K Styles with a $50 banger for Tifa. Turning this battle completely around. Now Tifa's in the lead. Rumble is not by themselves anymore. Tifa is in the lead now. Holy shit, K Styles. That's crazy. Damn. The Tifa fans are coming out. I told you. All they had to do was see their queen. That's it. That's all they had to do. Just the Ford with a 189 says, Tifa, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Damn, Tifa is now in the lead. 2B fans, what are we doing? Are we letting this go? Are we letting this go? Is Tifa going to win again? Oh, man. What are we doing, boys? I don't know. I don't know. Guess we're going to have to find out. It's too quiet, man. People are scared from this $50 banger, bro. Karnak Ketchel says it's not over until the chair shots. That's a fair assessment. That's definitely a fair assessment. But as of right now, I don't know who's going to get the chair shot. I don't even know if there will be a chair shot. I take that back. Dr. Spike just dropped a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger over on Rumble for 2B. The Betrayal. Holy shit. Oh, Tifa is in trouble, boys. Tifa is in trouble. 2B is now in the lead. Dr. Spike is looking to get revenge against Tifa for taking down Hinata. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, boys. And then Deidre Connick dropped a membership in the chat. Thank you, Deidre Connick. I appreciate that. All right, boys. This is it. The final countdown. Felstaf with a 5. Tifa 2Ds are better than 2Bs. That's actually a really good statement. I'm not going to lie. Guys, the final countdown. The final countdown. Shoguth with a 5. 2B bringing the heat. She sure is right now. Thank you, Shoguth. I appreciate it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. waiting for the lag, 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 waiting, and that is it.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine!
Holy shit, boys. What the fuck just went down? What just went down right now, boys?
Holy shit.
The last super chat that's going to count is Speedy Cake with a 5 saying, Tifa, it's not over until the chair lady swings. Thank you, Speedy Cake. I appreciate that. Dr. Spike countered K-Styles with another $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger for 2B. Thank you, Dr. Spike. Jesus Christ, man. K-Styles also going crazy today. Gifted $100 for Tifa and then demanded blondes, which that's fair. I appreciate that. I'll give that to you. Thank you, man. And then the deciding factor was over on Rumble. We got Torinol sneaking in a $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. And he did it for Tifa. The choice is clear. To be is cute. To be sure, Tifa trumps. Oh my God. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Holy fuck, boys. Holy fuck, boys. That's insanity. Pure insanity, guys. Mods are going to count it up. This is going to be a close one. Mods count it up in the meantime. I got to throw some clips out there for people. K-Styles, my brother, thank you so much for the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger. Blondes are yours.
Oh my God. It's a fucking Red Boy Hyperbanger.
We fucking love Red Boy Hyperbangers. Thank you, Bigot Army.
Shout out K-Styles. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Dr. Spike threw in $100 Red Boy twice. Once on YouTube, once on Rumble. I already know what Dr. Spike likes, man.
All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyperbanger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Shout out to Dr. Spike. Spam the Spike emojis in the chat, boys. And then we got Torinol with a $100 Red Boy over on Rumble. And he requested Gingers. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
It's a Red Boy Hyper Banger, bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
Holy shit!
Shout out to Torno. Fucking legend, bro. Thank you so much for that $100 Red Boy Hyper. I appreciate it. Let's catch up on the numbers now. I think T-Jab threw them in there. Oh, man. Torno, bro. Torno's public enemy number one, bro. Torno's public enemy number one, man. Oh, man. T-Jab says that we got 2B at $256.97 against Tifa at $302.58, which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion is none other than the one and the only Tifa, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, bro. Damn, Torno. Crazy. Let's do it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. There's definitely coping and seething today, for sure.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Tifa's going to go backstage. She will face off against another waifu tomorrow, Hypnocast, 9 p.m. Do not miss it, man. Do not miss it. Guys, we had a couple of more supers. We got Speedy Cake. I already read that one. Dr. Spike with a 10 for Hinata trolling us. Absolutely trolling us. Dr. Spike then threw in a 10 membership mega banger. And the chat screamed. That clip never gets old, bro. I swear to God. I love that clip. Thank you, Dr. Spike, for the 10. I appreciate that. And then look at this guy. Look at this guy. Was nowhere to be found until right now. Trey with a $20 banger says just got here. Fuck the rules. Tifa. I think you got what you wanted, Trey. I'm pretty sure you got what you wanted, brother. But shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate that. Hey, somebody donate 50 cents, man. We're at 666. We got to break that shit. What the fuck? I just noticed that. We got to break that. We got to break that right now. Dr. Spike over on Rumble gifted 5 memberships. Shout out to Dr. Spike. Thank you so much. And the chat screen. Shout out to Dr. Spike. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Oh, he broke it. Dr. Spike broke it. Yes. Dr. Spike broke the curse with the 5. He says, Hypnotic, have a good night at gaming stream. Some gifts for those waiting there. One of these days, I'll be able to catch your full stream again. Hey, it is what it is, bro. No worries. Dr. Spike, come hang out when you can, and we appreciate you regardless. Thank you so much. Good to see you again. Hope you're not too busy, but, hey, being busy is good, though. Being busy is good. Being a doctor is not easy. The Doctor of Spikes. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Sincerely, thank you. Thank you. Wait, you said it was gifts? Wait, what? This guy fucking dropped gifted memberships over on the gaming stream already, too. Jesus. Bro, this guy's just dropping gifts everywhere, man. Holy shit. All right. Are we caught up everywhere? I think we are. Guys, what a fantastic stream. Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. I'm going to go get some editing done. We're going to go raid ourselves over on Hypnotic Gaming Live. If you want to watch the finale to Resident Evil 9, either stay to the end of this stream, you'll be automatically raided, or you could go there now because it's live and it's ready to go. The link is here in the chat one last time. Go check it out. We got a gifted game I got to go over really fast. Hold on. What's the gifted game? Let me see. So we got a gifted game from Flip Shazam, the legend. He says, how can you tell if a leprechaun is an environmentalist? He recycles. We were almost in the clear. We were almost in the clear, man. We were almost in the clear, man. Flip Shazam gifted Infestation Origins, a co-op horror in which you are an exterminator, treating sinister infestations caused by twisted versions of classic characters and urban legends. That sounds actually pretty cool. I got to check that out, man. Shout out to Flip Shazam. Thank you for that. I appreciate that game, man. Thank you. I'm going to be looking for more co-op oriented games because me and Leon are going to be reviewing co-op games soon. We're going to be starting with Reanimal. I just got to figure out what day and time, but we're going to be starting soon. So look forward to that. All right, guys. I'll see every single one of you over on the gaming stream. Until then, and thank you to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you, blue bastards. Thank you so much. I'll see every single one of you on the next one. Until then, go be bigots and go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you can't.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina.
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.